I absolutely love the Falcon and Winter Soldier. It was 100% way better than WandaVision. There wasn't any misdirections, red herrings, or Ralph Boner jokes. It was just a really amazing story with very talented actors and surprises that didn't disappoint, especially the twists. And it totally made up for my disappointment in WandaVision. And I already knew from watching the trailers that the show would not disappoint, especially with knowing that Daniel Brawl was coming back as Baron Zemo and sporting the iconic purple mask. I just didn't know how he would be returning, but it's interesting on how they got him to come back and break him out because Bucky assumes that what's going on has something to do with Hydra and they need his help to figure out what's going on. The storyline is actually very interesting with the Flag Smashers, who are a group of people who pretty much are labeled as terrorists who are injected with the super soldier serum that inflict fear and kill to make a point. I know they don't see themselves as terrorists because they're fighting for a cause that they truly believe in, and in some ways they do some good. But truth be told, the minute that you start to inflict fear and kill in the name of your own beliefs, that fits into the terrorist narrative. No matter how many times you try to explain your situation or just walk around it, the definition of a terrorist is a person who uses unlawful violence and intimidation, especially against civilians, in the pursuit of political aims. And that's exactly what they did. Also, the mysterious power broker that is revealed as a twist in the end, which I will talk about, and what my theory is on that reveal in the spoiler part of this video. And I really love the hilarious bond between Sam Wilson and Bucky Barnes. I mean, they've been so comical since like day one, and it just felt like a Lethal Weapon movie in a sense, and I'm sure they paid homage to it. And we also get more of a backstory from both these characters. And last we saw in Avengers Endgame, Steve Rogers passed the shield over to Sam to become the next Captain America. We find out that for some strange reason, Sam just doesn't want to take over the mantle of Captain America, so he hands the shield over to the government, which Bucky does not approve of. Truth be told, I would rather they have followed the comics and let Bucky become the next Captain America, especially since he's the only super-powered soldier left other than, Flag Smashers. So it would make sense for him to carry that mantle and finally pass it on to Sam Wilson as the story progresses. And the government ended up announcing that John Walker is the new Captain America, and he isn't even superpowered, which is weird. And that's the whole issue that I have with this, is that how can you downgrade Captain America from a super soldier to a non-powered being in a world where a majority of the villains are superpowered? He would literally get killed in like seconds. And what most people don't seem to know is that the actor playing John Walker is Wyatt Russell, who is the son of Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. And I know he was compared to the Carl character from the movie Up, which was hilarious because, when it first came out, the comparisons were actually kind of hilarious because of the way he smiled. And I already knew that, people were going to dislike the character to begin with. And man, some fans hated him so much that they actually sent him death threats. And look, sending an actor death threats when he's just hired to play a character on television, I don't know why people are just not understanding that simple logic that he's not really, the character that he's playing. He's just an actor hired to play the character, so take it easy. Then again, people are just freaking stupid these days. So basically the story is about stopping the Flag Smashers and trying to find out how and who is supplying and creating these super soldier serums, as well as trying to stop them from creating even more of these super soldiers that are wreaking havoc all over the world. And we also find out that originally there was another Captain America in the past that was experimented on by Hydra and the government without his knowledge or consent, but because he was black, there was no way in hell that they would, be accepted as Captain America back in the day. It was just more to it than that, and his whole group was supposed to be terminated. And overall, it's a really great show, and I've watched each episode multiple times. It's definitely worth checking out, especially since it's been greenlit that another Captain America film is coming out with Sam Wilson as the new Captain America. And I really love his new suit, and which his wings are now made out of vibranium, for those who don't know. And I'm also so happy for Anthony Mackie because he totally deserves this. And it's also being reported that a separate Captain America project featuring Chris Evans is also coming, which my guess is a Disney Plus TV show showing us what happened when Steve had to, travel back to Return of Stones. I'm going to go into spoiler territory right now, so if for any reason you haven't watched the show or don't want to know any spoilers, back out now.
Face it, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot.
Woo!